In pursuit of truth, Nina steps forward while the mysterious drone reverses. Suddenly, the drone, losing balance, is drawn in, and Nina rushes to the panel, flirting with the remote. She swiftly pulls out the motherboard, jots down the serial number, then unlocks the system as the firewall board descends. After yanking out the connections, she glances at the drone, which is acting like a cheeky little sprite, and Nina makes a quick installation of the motherboard. The main computer revives with the motherboard in place. The drone soars like Superman. Mission accomplished. Winnie ignores it, and Nina, now calm, finally outdoes the mainframe room's wonders, just like Dad said. Countless connections sparkle, making the room a dazzling cosmos. Nina's about to leave when someone blocks her. Winnie flips the switch, slams the lock, trapping Nina like a rabbit in timeout. Panicking, she begs Winnie to open the door. Winnie seeks info, Nina stammers, fueling his curiosity. Finally, she spills the beans her father's murder hides more. So much suspense. The drone didn't report, but she wouldn't lie. Is the system malfunctioning? Despite 20 years of smooth operation. This must be huge. Winnie is determined to uncover Nina's secrets, which can't be shared with surveillance drones. She can only beat around the bush and claims to have video evidence. Winnie thinks she's lost it that could land her hundreds of years in prison. But Nina can't ignore her father's and the company wants to cover it up, and the footage implies she violated the privacy of millions. All she wants is a few seconds before her father's death. But how do you defend that? Winnie refuses to open the door. In desperation, Nina rips off her insignia and tension skyrockets. She knows the door's locked by Winnie, and if she dies here, then it's her own fault. This is definitely not good news. Winnie suffers, but Nina intentionally provokes a fight in a poison-filled room she's about to collapse. The drone begins analyzing, and when she wakes up again, she finds herself in a hospital. The doctor warns her to take it easy, but she's not waiting. She connects the chip. The motherboard flashes, comm signal lights up, reverting to March 27th, her father's murder day. She can't look at the screen, deeply pained. The company data puzzles her. Watching those gripping seconds, her dad was an unassuming guy, always kind. He had no enemies. Why killed randomly? Fast forward to crucial seconds, Dad hugging laundry. Gunshot erupted. Footage captured it all, but killer unseen. Rewinding and reviewing it yields the same. Nina panics, risking centuries in prison with no clues. She checks for omissions, losing count after 100 views, amazed at her own effort. All in vain. She keeps digging, analyzing the false spot and scrutinizing surroundings. Suddenly, a detail strikes her. At the moment the killer opened the door, they faced a specific spot. Watching the footage again, she finally finds the key. The TV screen's reflection shows the killer, and Nina saves the photo onto the chip. Comparing it to everyone who's ever been in this city, the program takes a whole day, analyzing everyone who visited the region in the past 20 years, yet no lead. Could it be that the killer really evaded millions of surveillance drones? After a few more hours, the killer finally, after comparison, he's the murderer. Pulling up footage, a shocking discovery. He's not local and has only visited once. He bought a nearly $100,000 camera at an auction, yet no one ever asked his full name. Looks like he's quite the elusive buyer. After the auction, ID is required. Though reluctant, the killer has no choice. Staff confirmed David's identity. Nina desperately jots it down this time. She won't miss the lead. David spells his address, down to the door number, making the lead crystal clear, but they can't call the cops. The footage is all illegally obtained, but they have to track down the killer for their dad's justice, so they dash out of the city and ring the killer's doorbell. David opens the door, and the two pretend to be students from a photography school, eager to discuss that camera from the auction. David invites them in, and the room is filled with collectibles. It's like a dream come true for Nina. David casts a puzzled glance their way, turns to grab his pre-prepared gun from the cabinet, aiming it at Nina. Now remembers to show the footage identifying the killer. David can't believe it. How did the video leak? What's important is if they don't return on time, this footage will be sent to the police and everyone in the city. Nina's a top-notch hacker. They face off. David, a professional assassin, hides his employer's identity. Nina asks who hired him, but colleagues are cautious. All communication is secret. Target addresses and details are sent through encrypted messages, and Nina wants those chat logs. She can crack even encrypted, but to keep himself under wraps. He deleted everything. Still, Nina insists on seeing his computer. Those deletions could possibly be recovered. If restored, he's exposed. Nina gently persuades. She only wants the mastermind's name, then they part ways. David points out the computer, but emphasizes she won't find any evidence. His skills and professionalism give him a hefty dose of Nina tries to restore the data and casually asks how he got the job. It was an anonymous message instructing him to take action at a certain address in the city. The target was trickier than expected, and he quoted a high price. Surprisingly, the client agreed right away. And it all circles back to that purple briefcase. In short, the city's blueprints have been scanned into the system, and how the killer managed to slip in unnoticed remains a mystery.